All right, howdy everybody. Good morning. Happy Wednesday morning. Gonna play some Wednesday morning Marvel Champions. It's been a little while. I was on Steve's channel recently playing, but I haven't been on here as much. I've been busy with other things and whatnot. So hopefully we'll get a few more plays in here as we go along. So I figured I would do that. This is Emily, my cat. I'm now downstairs. That window behind me is bothering me a little bit, so I guess Emily's gonna join as well. All right. If you are here, feel free to say hello. If you're watching other words and you want to ask me any questions or anything, you can put them in the comments down below. I will answer there. But thank you so much for joining me, everybody. All right. The plan for today is to try telepathy with Sabretooth. I feel like I'm a little behind on things that I've streamed compared to other people, but I know a lot of people have been putting this Mr. Sinister set into other things and whatnot. Spartan is here and says, "What happened to your hair?" Yeah, I shaved off my beard, so it is gone. All right. So I thought it'd be fun to make Sabretooth telepathic. So we're going to do that. And then I wanted to play some heroes I haven't played in a while. So I got Hawkeye and Colossus here. I put Colossus in Justice and Hawkeye in Protection. All right, Cat. Thank you. And I figured I would team him up here and see what we can do. So just a reminder here that this is going to give him the Psionic trait and Retaliate. So that's going to be a pain for Colossus, who has Tough. Dealing with that. Hello, Nolan. Hello, Spartan. Thanks for joining me here this morning as we get to play a little bit. I think I got my lights and my camera better, so I have a little bit of glare right here, but it looks like it's still reasonably viewable. So tried to do better with that than my last couple times where I had a lot of glare going on. But as the lights change in the room, because I am in a room with windows, it'll get a little bit trickier. Okay. My cat is very excited to be pet. All right, so let's shuffle up and go here, because we might have a little bit of a long game here. Sabretooth can be a little bit longer. Ooh, I did not get a dial. I don't know if I have my villain dial, so we will use a hero dial instead for Sabretooth, which is probably a little bit easier on camera here anyway. All right, so Sabretooth starts with 15 health per player, so he's going to be at 30. All right. Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate it. It really was just a logistical thing. My beard grows back very fast. I should... How did I get rid of my face in the corner? Because now I don't think it would be that bad. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that camera. Oh well. We'll just go with this. I was going to try to put my face up in the corner here, but I don't know why it's not working at the moment. And I feel like spending all that time. So I was eating at a restaurant and all the food was falling into my beard and it was a nightmare. And I just said, you know what? I'm just going to go home and shave it. So, gone. Hi, kitty. All right, here we go. 4, 5, 6. Here is our first player token. So, with Hawkeye, we have Agent 13, which could be a good setup. We have a Helicarrier. We have a Daredevil. We have these two. I don't think we need these events. We may try to stay down the first turn or so here and see what we can do. So we'll draw 2 more. See what we get. We get our Expert Marksman, and we get an Iron Fist. All right, well, we need to get threat removed. I'd love to get this Helicarrier down. I think what we'll actually try to do here against him is stay down for a turn. So let's do Iron Fist and an energy to play a Helicarrier. And then we have to decide what we want to use of these. Do we want to keep Agent 13 and not worry about this? I think that makes sense. So we'll use our Helicarrier and our Expert Marksman to play Daredevil. Daredevil will thwart this down for 2 for us. Oh, we didn't even draw for Colossus. All right, we'll do this, and then I think we'll stay down turn 1. We'll just get our bow on the next turn, although we could just get the bow. Maybe that's better. So we'll toss Agent 13 to get the bow, and just put the bow out because it's free, and then we'll have more cards for next turn. It says, so, sorry. Der Krenich said he read that Steve and I were involved in the next evolution. Yes, we're in the book there. Brian, I believe, as well, is in there. And the question is, are we involved in the next one? Well, the thing with playtesting is we're really not supposed to talk about playtesting, so there's that. I could tell you that I was not involved in Age of Apocalypse, which is the set that is coming out. So keep it simple on that front, is kind of the motto. Oh, here comes the cat again. All right. I guess she likes Sabretooth. Colossus and Retaliate usually isn't good. Yeah, I love this Colossus Justice deck. So we'll see what we can do here. Oh, the mods that I put in, I have Telepathy, so it's shuffled in. And then I also put in, well, I got 2 one way or another's, huh? And then I also put in, hold on, give me a second. I'm trying to remember what I put in here. The Sinister Syndicate. So I didn't go with the normal mods that are there. I wanted to try something different. All right, so we could pull a side scheme like the one that accelerates. We get more card draw, but I think I just want to stay down the first turn. So I'm going to toss these 3 events. I'm going to stick to my plan. And we draw again here. All right, and then we need to remember to go get an Organic Steel. Which is kind of the key card to me here. Although maybe not early on. So we can play a Skilled Investigator. We can use a double in Organic Steel to play a Beat Cop. So we have a Power of Justice. And then we'll use these 2. Which one do we want? I think Heroic Intuition is going to be a little better for us early on. Our Beat Cop will remove 1 from here. And away we go. All right, so we've got some threat removal happening. He'll add some threat, but it's not a big deal if we remove that. There's another Beat Cop and a Professor X, so we could flip next turn if we need to. Over here, we've got Sonic Arrows and Muster Courages and all sorts of things. So yeah, I wanted to be able to play this. I could use Muster Courage so I could play more toughs on Colossus was part of the idea with this. We've got this for confusing. I do realize it was a little weird with Telepathy and that I'm going to have ranged with him, but I was like, all right, well, let's see. It's going to be really tough on him, so we'll make it easier on Hawkeye was part of my idea. Hope everybody's doing well. I kind of jumped into playing a little quicker today. I have some things to do later on this morning, so I wanted to be able to get through. But I hope everybody's doing well, and thank you for joining me. It's fun to just randomly have a stream and people pop in and say hello and talk with you. So if you have questions or something you want me to talk about, feel free to put it in there, but we're just going to keep playing otherwise. All right, we are drawn up here. We add 2 threat to the main scheme after resolving. Step 1, deal 2 damage to Robert Kelly. So we'll put the 2 damage there on him. He's got 9 health. Treat his text as if it were blank. Then he is going to scheme for 3, 4, 5, 6. Yikes. So that got out of control fast. So that'll go to 8. And then he's going to scheme for 3. Discard the lowest cost support you control. No! Ouch, that hurts a lot. All right. So that'll be 3 more, and that's going to go to 11. Ah, that's not too bad. Well, actually, is it after resolving step 1? So we would have to put more damage on him if we stay down again. All right, then we'll get encounter cards. Over here, it's going to be Sinister Onslaught. Each criminal enemy in play schemes. I don't think he's a criminal. Nope. So it surges into Master Plan. So we're adding 4 threat here. And Shocker. After he's attacked, stun the attacking character. All right, so we'll pass this over here and see where we get to. I did have an armor up. Steve is probably yelling at me somewhere that I should have used that. All right, so we do have another Beat Cop. We also have a Steel Fist if we want to stun and confuse him. We've got to get rid of some threat, though, huh? So we'll use the double and the armor up to play... Hold on, nope. To play Beat Cop? Nope. I think what we have to do is flip to this side and gain a tough status. Then we will thwart for 2 off of this. Bring it down to 3. Then we will use our double and this to play Professor X. And we will ready Colossus, and the 2 of us will thwart for 5 total. Then we will use a Steel Fist to play Limitless Stamina. Ready. Colossus will thwart this for 2. And we'll hold a Beat Cop there. Over here, then, we will have Daredevil thwart this for 2. Get the Senator. So, attach this and take control of him. We're going to advance to the next scheme. Deal each player an encounter card. And we go from here. All right, and then I believe when an enemy resolves an undefended attack, so we'll be okay with Professor X. All right, over here, we can set some things up. We can get more tough statuses if we want to. He doesn't have piercing, right? Oh, I didn't discard to heal him. So there should have been 2 cards gone, which would have been those ones. We're just going to discard to make sure. He couldn't heal, but I should have done it, and I apologize. All right, so now what we're going to do here is, I guess, just a little bit of setup. Daredevil's out. So we'll spend 2 to put a government liaison down. Then we're going to flip to Hawkeye. And we'll spend 2 to play Energy Barrier. We will use the Helicarrier and the Muster Courage to play Sonic Arrow. Actually, I guess we'll punch him for 3 and take a Retaliate. So we'll get rid of the tough. And then we will use a Sonic Arrow. We will confuse him and deal 3 damage to him. And that has range because of the bow. So he's at 27. All right, looks good. Drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the quiver. We also got an established perimeter early, so that's not bad. 1, 2, 3, go to 4. There's our muscles, so that could be okay. We just got to figure out who's going to take what damage here. So we're adding 2. We've got the energy barrier here. So he's going to attack over here. Professor X will block so that Robert Kelly doesn't take the damage. So it's 2 plus 3 is 5. Professor X is out, and then he needs to heal. I won't forget this time. So he heals for 1, 28. Then he's attacking over here against Hawkeye. I don't think that I have... Oh, and then Shocker attacks for 2 and gets rid of the tough. I will just take it for 2 plus... If it defeats an ally, place 2 threat. It doesn't, so we go to 6. And then he will heal for 0. So not too bad. Then we each get an encounter card. Boomerang. After he attacks, deal 1 damage to each ally you control. Medical Emergency comes in so we could heal. Beetle. After Beetle attacks and damages you, discard the lowest card cost upgrade you control. And then Sabretooth attacks you. If he has sustained no damage, he gets +1. So I guess he's going to have to hit again. So 2 plus, same one. And then he will heal for 2 and go back to 30. All right, so we've got some control to figure out here. Hawkeye's got some targets, I suppose. Alright, so first things first, we'll use the helicarrier to get his quiver down. We'll use his quiver to search the top 5. And we find a cable arrow. Perfect. Why did he steal Cable's arrow? Oh, wait, no. Oh, sorry. I just realized the whole reason that I was doing that. Hold on, he went to 6, and then he should have gone to 4. But I'm actually going to stay at 6 because I had energy barrier. That's why I was thinking I was going to take those attacks. And so each of those, I'm going to put a damage on Shocker. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to use... Man, do I want to use this repurpose? I do. So I'm going to use this established perimeter to play Expert Marksman, which will fire my explosive arrow over here. Deal 3 damage to each of these enemies. He is not attacked. And to the villain. Then I will attack Boomerang, take him out. Play Repurpose on my energy barrier. And I will use that to swing at Beetle for 5. Because I'm +2 and +1 here. Cool. So that's how we clear the board. And then I'm going to flip down. Because I'm okay on threat there. He's confused. Alright, then we go to Colossus. So Colossus is going to... Wow, I want these muscles, but I want this beat cop maybe earlier. So I'm going to use the studio and the double to play the beat cop. Oh, Professor Kelly should be over here. I'm going to use the beat cop to clear 1 off the main. Actually, I'll thwart 2 off the main with him and take 1 off of medical emergency with the beat cop. And then I will flip down here as well and shuffle a card back in. And I'm going to shuffle my organic steel back in and hold on to my titanium muscles. Alright. We're getting set up. This is a lot of build for these 2 heroes, so we got places to go. We're just going to try to control that threat as best we can with justice and protection. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hope I didn't make any mistakes. I think I've gotten all the Sabretooth. I think that was the only thing I missed. Alright, superpower training would be good because we could both go get upgrades. We've also got a Nick Fury, so hopefully we'll get there. 5, 6. There's a meditation so we could get the muscles out. And there's also the specialized training, so that is good. Okay. See what we can do. Lots of card draw in these decks. Lots of combo setup. So we're going to add 3 to the main because we got that acceleration there. He is going to scheme here, but he's confused. Then he's going to scheme over here for 3. Plus 2 is 5, so that main will go to 8. And then he's going to heal for 2. Hey, there goes our Shadow of the Past. We'll take it. And then we each get a card. He's going to scheme for +1. No, if he's sustained no damage. So he's going to scheme for 3, 4. If he's attacking, it gains overkill. So we got a lot of threat to remove there. And then he's going to heal for 1. Go back to 30. You know, he just doesn't like to have damage on him. 1 step ahead. Discard a random card from your hand. Ugh, that could be a nightmare. Yeah, this set really messes with Colossus. There goes the specialized training. Well, it just means we don't set that up yet. All right, we come over here. We were considering putting something like that out. We have a meditation, but I think we're good. So we'll spend our double genius to play titanium muscles. Stack a couple of these up, I guess. Actually, you know what? I can just go forward. Put the chip on Kelly. All right, so titanium muscles is here. Move that. All right, away we go. We will flip to this side, gain a tough status card, which gives us a resource. We are then going to have to thwart, my friends. So we will thwart with Colossus for 2, bring this down. Then, if we play Bulletproof, we won't have a tough at all, huh? So we'll use the Titanium Muscles for its resource to ready. We'll thwart for 2 again. We'll use the Beat Cop to pull 1 off of there. So Bulletproof is either going to ready us. All right, so I think what we'll have to do is just use this to gain another tough status card. Is going to be our best bet. We're going to have to defend, which is kind of a pain. Or let him take a hit. Maybe we let him take a hit. Have a helicarrier, but that is not needed for us. All right. So now, what we want to do over here, we got quite the hand, quite the resources. The stun could actually be really good. So let's use the quiver, look at the top 5, see what we can find. There's a Sonic Arrow. We'll go ahead and take that Sonic Arrow. Mockingbird is also what we're looking for. All right, we will then, man, I'd love to set up superpower training, but might not be the way to go here. So maybe we just don't need the endurance. All right. We will use, that's a hero action. Let's make sure we get this all right. All right, we will heal for 3 to go to 9. Flip to Hawkeye. We're going to use Endurance, Honorary Avenger, Government Liaison, and Helicarrier to play Nick Fury. Nick Fury will let us draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. No Cable Arrow. So then we could put Superpower Training down, and we could put Professor X, which I think is fine. So we'll use the Vibranium Arrow to play the Superpower Training. That's got 6 on it. May have to hold for a bit. And then we'll spend these 3 to play Professor X. We could ready Colossus, I suppose, but I think we'll just put a Confuse on Sabretooth. That should help us out. Then, probably should just bring that main down. Oh, wait, did we? Oh, we didn't pay for an arrow. Oh, we have the Cable Arrow, though. Perfect. So, Expert Marksman will play... Oh, I did that wrong. Okay, I figured out what I did wrong. I fired an arrow when I had Hawkeye exhausted. I should have exhausted the bow to ready him and fire, and I didn't actually show that, but I had it. I forgot that you have to exhaust him to fire the bow. Oh, wait. Oh, it was just the bow that I had to exhaust. All right, so Cable Arrow can remove 3. I can actually go get the Superpower Training. Let's do it. So Cable Arrow will remove 3 from here. Professor X will remove the other 3. Hello, hello. I'm going to say hello to everybody there in a second. Superpower Training comes out, so we can all go get an upgrade. I think all I have left is this Expert Marksman, which is fine. Okay, exhaust the bow to fire the arrow. Makes perfect sense. Just kind of, excuse me, remember to actually do it. All right, and then over here, I believe we will get Iron Will, unless we get an Organic Steel, but Iron Will is pretty clutch, so we're going to go get that. Hey, Eric, thanks for joining. Dylan says, Nick and Charles on the same turn. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. It's good to see Hawkeye do good things, right? Like, I think he can be a little bit maligned in the game, and so I was like, you know what? I don't want to fight somebody because I was going to give him Brute, and then it's like, I'm going to give him Steady, and Hawkeye's not going to be able to do what Hawkeye does with all his cards. So I don't know. I mean, there's definitely something to saying, can I do this really tough thing? But it's also like, you know, can Hawkeye still hold his own when he's able to do all that? So now I got double blockers here, which is awesome. So I'm set up very well. All right, so we'll draw here. 1, 2, 3. There's an Ironheart, a Maid of Rage. We've got options, so that's good. Excuse me, there's something bugging me in my throat. Okay. We'll put 3 on the main. Hawkeye will draw 5 here. There's a Lockjaw. Man, we're still looking for Mockingbird. We've almost got this set up. We just need our Avengers Tower, and then we could just get Mockingbird every turn. And Hawkeye's a different character. All right, attacking over here, so he'll hit Robert Kelly, so Professor X will block. It's going to be for 2, 3, 4, so Professor X is out, and then he will heal, but he's already full. Then he's going to attack here against Hawkeye, and Nick Fury will block 2, and then he will heal for 0. And then we get cards. So the first one is going to be Sabretooth attacks you. If he sustained no damage, he gets +1. So he's attacking for 3. All right, we will just defend. He doesn't have piercing, right? Okay, not yet. +0. So we'll lose a tough status card, trigger Iron Will, draw a card. Moira. Over here. Oh, and did he heal? Did he heal? This was the +0 for the attack, and he heals for 2. Under fire, because why not? So we get 2, and we accelerate. Do definitely join myself and Nelson over on Nelson's channel. Nelson all over cards tomorrow. We're going to play Star Wars Unlimited. So that's really exciting. I'm excited for that game. It's coming out in March. Nelson and I are going to play with some of the demo decks they have. And then using some of the revealed cards we're going to play as well. So you can find me there on Nelson's channel at 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'm very excited to play that game. All right, Gang Up, getting attacked again, huh? All right, we're just going to have to take it this time. 2 + 1 is 3, so we go to 6, and then he's going to heal for 3. And an advance, and he's confused. All right, Robert Kelly gets passed over here. Let's see where we're at now. So we have a Lockjaw. We also have just an electric arrow. Let's go ahead and use the quiver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 cards left. There's a vibranium arrow and an explosive arrow. I like the damage, but maybe if we get flooded with minions again, it's good to have this explosive arrow. So we'll try this out. And keep me honest on Hawkeye that I do all that stuff correctly. All right, we're going to play this energy barrier with the power of protection. Pop 3 on it. Then we will exhaust the 2 marksmans and the bow to play electric arrow. So I know I did that correctly. Stun an enemy, deal 3 damage to it. All right, so go here and we'll stun, which now will protect Kelly. So that is set. We don't take any retaliate because Hawkeye doesn't take retaliate with his arrows. Then we can repurpose here if we need to. We're holding Lockjaw. We'll just end up in the bin. We have a helicarrier to pass over here. So let's see what we're going to be able to do here. Mostly limitless stamina. Not a ton going on over here, huh? We do have the Beat Cop. That can pay for that. Oh, I probably was supposed to draw a card earlier, huh? Alright, so the question is, do we want to bring a whole bunch of that threat down? Or do we want to be... We're protected, so we'll go for it. So we're going to thwart for 1. Here, just staying in control versus taking retaliate damage. We're going to repurpose the energy barrier we just played to gain 2 and thwart for 3 to bring this down to 4. So we're just playing control. And Lockjaw's just going to end up in the discard pile. Although we don't get an encounter card if we hold on to him. So maybe we'll hold him. All right, we should be good there. Then we're coming over here. We have a resource to pass. So Helicarrier and Titanium Muscles will play Ironheart. Draw me a card. Ooh, that's a Shadow Cat. That I am interested in. So if... nope. I need to not play Moira, but I think I'm okay with that. All right, so Maid of Rage will play my Limitless Stamina already. I'm going to exhaust. No, I'm going to flip down, rather. I'm going to use Meditation to exhaust and play Shadowcat. Hold on to Moira. Shadowcat and Ironheart and Beat Cop are going to clear this. Cool. So we keep our main under control, and we get to shuffle a card back in. Do we want another Organic Steel? I do. It's my favorite card. All right, pretty good turns here. Pretty good turns. We're getting set. I am a slow player in terms of getting everything set up, or these decks play slow, I guess. Clearly, I've done plenty of Rush as well. All right. But I'm liking what I'm seeing. Yeah, I guess we'll avoid an extra encounter card. So we'll hold on to Lockjaw, and then maybe we could spend him to get Mockingbird. And then... Ooh, that actually might work. Maybe able to spend him to get Mockingbird and then get him back and have both. That's pretty sweet. All right. So we got to add 4 threat to the main scheme now because we accelerate here and here. We'll have to clear this at some point. He is stunned. We need to drop here. There's a Nick Fury. There's an Avengers Mansion. All sorts of fun stuff. That's going to be tough to get out, though. We could have used a Meditation on that one. All right, so he's stunned attacking here, so that doesn't happen. He's going to scheme here for 3. Plus 3 is 6, you know? Sometimes. And then heal for 0. And sometimes it swings back your way. Shocker's coming out. And Unrelenting Savage. He's going to scheme not for +1. So 5, that's going to go to 15. Man. And then he will heal for 0. That's his piercing, so I love seeing that gone. And then we get encounter card. Nope, we did encounter cards. So we're going to pass Robert Kelly over to here. And away we go. All right, Nick is nice, Moira's nice, Avengers Mansion is nice, all these card draws. What do we need to do? When we flip up, we'll have 2 free. That could get us this. Oh, man. Okay. Definitely have to clear a lot of threat. So Avengers Mansion is probably out here. Maid of Rage. We could use some of these. We could use our muscles to play Nick. So I don't think there's anything we need to do in Alter Ego. So we'll flip up, gain another tough status card. That'll let us use the muscles, the Maid of Rage, and the Mansion. But we didn't play Moira, huh? Did we want these 2? We'll live without it for now. So we'll play Nick Fury, draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Could stun and confuse him and give Hawkeye a turn to go down. Issue being losing these tough status cards, right? We could also take out Shocker, but I think he can just take out Shocker. Perhaps the Explosive Arrow. All right, we got to get threat down. So we need these Beat Cops and this Organic Steel. Can we get both of those? Only if we use the Helicarrier. All right, well, we'll thwart for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll thwart this down for 8. That's beautiful. Ironheart goes away. Nick takes 1. Beat Cop pulls 1 from there. Then, what do we want to do? We want Beat Cop and Organic Steel, and we're 1 resource short. We would have had to thwart this instead to draw a card, or just take the Helicarrier. Let's just take the Helicarrier. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2 to play Organic Steel. Beat Cop will pull another one off of here. Organic Steel will have 2 tokens. We're just going to put tough status cards there. Okay, I think we're good. He's got to take out Shocker. Did I end up one short of my plan? I think so. It's fine. All right. So we'll use the double or power in all of us to play team building exercise. Oh, we can't use both of these. Ah, that's where I failed. I didn't put the Avengers Tower in thinking I could use both those, but I just realized that's not a combo you can do. So, my bad. My bad. I'm not going to swap. I was like, I'll go to Avengers Tower, but it's my own fault. So my fault. Usually I play Avengers Tower, and then I can play Mockingbird for free. See? We'll learn as we go back. All right. So team building exercise, Lockjaw, and Power Protection will play Mockingbird. She's then going to attack Shocker for 2, which will stun her. And then I'm going to use Expert Marksman. Did I do this? I'm going to use Expert Marksman for an explosive arrow, which will take Shocker out. Deal 3 damage here. And I have to exhaust the bow. I can ready his bow, but I don't have anything to play there. So I will... Thwart for 1, or am I risking that? Or am I just staying up because I have Mockingbird as a blocker? It's a good question. What am I doing? I guess we're still just playing control. I don't need the damage, so we'll put this on here. And are we flipping is the question. No, we'll stay up and just use Mockingbird. Or maybe even Shadowcat. All right, we'll draw for the Quiver, which is a Vibranium Arrow, but does give us an extra card here. All right, seems pretty good. Yeah, I'm kicking myself over that. I remember making that decision when I was building, and I was like, oh, this will work fine. And Avengers Tower costs 1 less. That was just silliness. Hello, how are you? Thanks for joining Luther Bob. All right, we got lots of arrows here now and a Professor X. We are just stunning and confusing the daylights out of him, which I think is fun. I guess in some sense making him easier, right? But yeah, the Brute would have been interesting to avoid all of that, but I don't know. Been there, done that, right? All right, we have meditation, so we could get this Dazzler out pretty easily. So let's see where things go from here. A little weird with Colossus. We actually need to flip-flop all of this so we can get them, so we can lose his tough status cards. All right, so we're getting attacked over here. Nick Fury will block. I need to put threat on the mains. This is going to go to 8. We are slightly in danger of losing this, so see how this goes. He's attacking for 2, plus discard the lowest cost support you control, which will be this Beat Cop. Rude. They keep doing that to me. So Nick is out, and then Sabretooth will heal for 2. 26. Attacks over here. When the villain initiates attack, you spend 1 resource of any type and return Mockingbird to your hand. All right. So we're going to spend this electric arrow. We're going to return her to our hand, and we will take no damage. 2 plus 2 is 4, and he heals for 1. 27. All right, and then we each get a card. 1 step ahead, discard a random card. Ooh. Well, if it's meditation, that'll really tell us something about the next turn, right? Ooh, it's the van, which we could have used. Could have used the van. We'll reshuffle soon. All right, 1 step ahead. Same thing over here. He's got our number. Vibranium Arrow. We could probably live without that. And Manufactured Drama. Support you control cannot ready. Exhaust each support you control. That's rude. All right. Exhaust your identity and discard 1 card from the top of your deck for each support you control. Discard this card. Well, we can get rid of it, so We'll figure it out. All right, let's use our quiver. See if we got any arrows left in here. Here's a cable arrow. Beautiful thing when you have the quiver and you just keep reloading it. Yeah, I agree. Telepathy. Again, I wanted to do brute, but then I was going to take Hawkeye out. I probably should have done flight. Would have been the one that would have been good to do. I've got ranged over here, and I'm just not attacking with Colossus, so that's what's happening. But that's part of it, is I haven't really gone to damage yet either. So a little bit of what's happening. All right, these doubles are going to pay for a Sonic Arrow. Sonic Arrow is going to deal 3 damage to him. And exhaust my bow. And confuse. Then what do I have to do? I have to discard, exhaust. Okay, so not a problem. So these 3 are going to play for Mockingbird, I think over Professor X here. She'll come in and thwart for 2 to bring this down. And then I'll flip down to Hawkeye, exhaust, and discard 1, 2, 3 cards. And get rid of manufactured drama. That drama's over. All right, good there. Over here, Colossus. Oh, we got questions, huh? So we can play Dazzler. We will thwart for 3, because we have Iron Will as well. Don't really need to block with Shadowcat. We're not going to flip down. So we're going to use Meditation. Or we could use both of these to play Dazzler. No. We're going to use Meditation to play Death Focus. The Beat Cop is going to pull 1 off of here. Bring this to 5. Love Beat Cops early, because then you can use them to take out minions when it just doesn't matter anymore. And I will just hold Dazzler till next turn. And we'll stay this way. Draw, shuffle, 2 more. Well, we got board states. The thing is, the telepathy set has been slowing me down, though, because those ones, I mean, that card, it's very much like a slow you down set, right? Discard cards from your hands, now you might not see them, so you got to go back through your deck. It does those kind of things. But I agree, it hasn't been too bad. I don't think Sabretooth in general is too bad. I think the mods that come in him make it much harder than Sabretooth actually is. I mean, even see, he's down there because I've been able to control him. All right, energy barriers and repurposes. Apparently that's something we're doing next turn. All right, we're going to add 4 threat to the main. This will go to 6. And then he is confused over here. He's attacking over here for 2 plus deal 2 damage to an ally you control. Dang. Shadowcat is out. Lose my tough, trigger organic steel, add a tough, trigger Iron Will, and draw a card. And cards. Criminal Past. Flip, exhaust. This is out of the game. Done. Over here. Flip, exhaust. This is out of the game. Done. Shuffle Shadowcat back in. Whenever Mr. Sinister receives a status card, it should be adding it. Oh, it's not Mr. Sinister, it's Sabretooth. So in this case, no. Just using his set, which I think a lot of people have had fun doing. Assault will surge, because now I'm down into Feral Rage. So this is going to be important to get rid of. Attacks the player who defeated it. All right. Pass Robert Kelly over here. Okay. We'll put another Skilled Investigator out. We have Dazzler here. Got this Steel Fist we could use. All right, we'll flip up. We cannot gain another tough status card. Wah, 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 wah. Unless we just stay down. Wow, we have all these tough status cards. Maybe we just need to defend. So these two play Ironheart. Yeah, that'll work. Dazzler and Armor Up will play Ironheart. We'll draw a card. Poor Moira, she's never going to get played. We'll use Titanium Muscles to play Steel Fist. Lose a tough status card. Which I did have that exhausted. So maybe this will be a bad plan. Whatever. We're going to deal 5 damage to him. So he's down to 19. We're going to stun and confuse him. We're going to draw a card. Then we're going to take Retaliate, lose this, and we're going to draw another card. What did I pay? Hold on. Did those two pay for Steel Fist? Okay, I think I did it right. And then, do I want this card draw or this Organic Steel? I will use Death Focus and Steel Fist to play Organic Steel. Again, the board is getting too full. Where are we going from here? So Ironheart and Beat Cop. We'll remove 2 off of this. We'll hold Moira. Over here with Clint, we are going to drop an energy barrier. Oh, he's got this, huh? That might work. All right, Mockingbird. Sabretooth attacks the player defeated this scheme. If we didn't have Ironheart do that. Is that a hero response? Nope, so we could just do that. Alright, so we'll thwart for 2 here. Oh, he's just going to be stunned. Feral Rage. Oh, we do want to flip up. Feral Rage will clear. The player who defeated the scheme gets attacked, but he's stunned, so he can't attack. Will both trigger Skilled Investigators. Oh, there's a one way or another. We'll play another Energy Barrier. We will play Endurance to go to 9. Not even using all this stuff. We'll use the Quiver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get an Explosive Arrow. We will use the Cable Arrow for 3 to take this down. Mockingbird should have 2. I guess we'll just hold Repurpose till next turn. Alright. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, nice. We could spend Lockjaw to bring Mockingbird back. Love it. Yeah, it's a little wonky with Colossus. He's tricky in this one because I can't defend. I guess I could just defend the Senator, huh? To lose those tough status cards. So it becomes a little weird. Do we want to play one way or another? We'll just play it next turn. 1, 2. Hey, we got 2 one way or another's. I thought I put 1 in the deck. Alright, here we go. Add 4 to the main scheme. We're going to go to 7. He is going to attack here. So that will deal damage to Robert Kelly, so Ironheart will block. So it's going to be for 2 plus 0. Ironheart is out. He heals for 1. Then he's going to attack over here. We will discard Lockjaw for Mockingbird to come back. He'll deal 2 plus... If it defeats an ally, it does not. And then he will heal for 0. Encounter cards. Yeah, we've got a not so nasty Sabretooth here. Although now he's going to attack again. So he's attacking for 2 on Robert Kelly, who we could heal instead. So we'll just let him hit him. 2 plus 2 is 4. So Robert Kelly will go to 6. And then he will heal for 0. And then over here, Sabretooth strikes. Deal 1 damage to Robert Kelly. Exhaust your hero to prevent this. We'll bring him to 7. All right, so now we got to clear that so we can heal him a little bit. All right, we drew up over here, so we're going to play one way or another. Nope, we're not, because there's like no cards in that deck. Is the other medical aid, feral rage, crime pay? Yeah, so there's nothing left in there. All right, so we can't play that. So now we could play Muster Courage. We could get Mockingbird out. These seem like good things. Let's use the quiver, see what we find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a sonic arrow. He's already confused, but we could deal 5 damage if we want to actually ever kill him. Is that a goal? All right. Mockingbird, force field generator. Tough status card on Colossus could be good. All right, so team building and helicarrier plus something here can play Mockingbird. Then Mockingbird can thwart this for 2. We'll fire the Vibranium arrow for 6. Bring him down to 14. Then, how are we going to do all this? He thwarts for 3. That'll clear that to draw us a card to play some of these. All right. So I will attack for 3. Goes to 11. Take a retaliate. Retaliate will be one of these. Deal it back to him. Then we'll play Repurpose. Ready. With the energy barrier, we could just thwart this for 3, huh? We'll thwart this one for 3. It's gone. We both draw a card. Nick Fury. And establish perimeter. We will then spend these, establish perimeter, and the double to play Muster Courage. So we get 2 tough status cards. We'll put one here. Oh, we could just put one on Robert Kelly, actually. Right? Is it on anybody? Yep. Cool. And he's also healed for 2. All right, we're good there. So we will flip down and use that confuse. All right, then over here, we can't play like any of these. We do now have a resource with titanium muscles. 1, 2, and this double. We'll play Nick Fury. Draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, there's a bulletproof protector. This poor Moira cannot get it out. We've got another beat cop. We'll use this one to pull one from here. Nick will get this for 2. I promise I'll start killing him. I know it's getting a little long-winded. We'll pull 3 off of this. Then could just deal damage and gain those, huh? Ready with the bulletproof protector. Sure. We'll use Bulletproof Protector to ready, remove the tough status card, respond, gain 2 tough status cards. Which I guess is a little bit weird. Draw a card, which is the surveillance van. Oh gosh, that's the way to go right now. So we'll put that down. And then I will punch him, lose a card, hit him for 3 from the retaliate, draw, and I'll use this one to put the studio down. I guess Moira's just not coming out this game. This organic steel is gone. Alright, we'll go damage mode now. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. There's a Maid of Rage. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, but I love showing Hawkeye. I mean, Stunning Confuse is strong, but you can see it's very effective against villains like this. So I think he won out the day versus what was happening to him, specifically because I wasn't trying to attack with him, so I think I kind of played around some of it. Yeah, Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye's board is stacked. It's true, I'm kicking myself that this is an Avengers Mansion, that these Mockingbirds would be free, but I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. All right, we are adding 3 to this. He is confused. He's attacking over here. I guess I'll block with Nick Fury because I only have the 1 tough status card. Choose and discard an upgrade you control. It'll just be the Skilled Investigator. Nick Fury is out. And then he will heal. I believe this one gets discarded, so it would go there. So he's going to heal for 2 to go back to 9. 2 turns. We'll kill him. I know, I love Hawkeye too. He was definitely a fun one, and then it felt like they added steady and stalwart and low health and no defense, and it was like he just slid off a cliff for some people. He's definitely fun. Finding some of the new cards, I looked at like Directed Force and Sharpshooter and stuff like that. It didn't necessarily seem, but it seems good for an aggression build, especially trying to take out minions. So, seemed like that would be good. Healed him for 2. Have to accelerate again. All right, then we get encounter cards. So over here, it's going to be an Under Fire, because why not? This one is a Master Plan, so let's go search for a side scheme. Ooh, actually, I think the Render Medical Aid should have been taken out of play, huh? Isn't this a victory one? Yeah, Medical Emergency I should have put up here. It's victory. My bad. Alright, so Feral Rage comes out. So could we just leave Feral Rage and defeat him? I think we could at this point, so we'll make that a little bit of a challenge. Alright, Sinister Onslaught. Each criminal enemy may infect play, otherwise gain surge. Assault, he's attacking me. Let's do it. +0. Lose a tough status card. Gain a tough status card. Lose this. Draw a card. What is this card? I didn't go through my deck. I didn't get it. It must have been a boost for something that I missed. I must have drawn my boost for something and then had to reset. Second card. Was it his healing? It must have been him healing. I must have missed a heal. So he's going to heal for 1 and then heal for 0. Sorry, I don't remember, everybody. Alright, we did encounter cards. Nothing came out. Let's kill him. Alright, so Maid of Rage, sadly, is going to be 10. So we need something that deals 1 damage. And we don't have it here. So, we're just going to have to do it. So we will do... Is there anything we want to play first? Yeah, we'll play another Beat Cop. With our double. And then we'll pull... 2 threat. I guess this is going to kind of be lame, huh? Here. Then we will Maid of Rage to attack for 9. We don't actually need to lose the tough status card, but we lose it to retaliate, so we draw. Get a double. Too many resources. So he's down to 1. I will flip down, and I will shuffle Maid of Rage back in. Okay. We'll keep the armor up, maybe. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's use the studio after we flip down and see what we get. Bulletproof protector. All right, so we're going to get rid of meditation and this double to just try to find those events. Good. Over here, I need to find a way to deal 1 damage, huh? Maybe that's Daredevil here. Okay. So flip up. We will play Nick Fury. So shield card, helicarrier, double, plays Nick, draw 3. 1, 2. Get a card. Three. We'll play Daredevil with the power of protection. He'll deal the 1, take a retaliate, and we'll flip Sabretooth. He's tough with another retaliate. Actually, so would Daredevil take 2 retaliates? I believe he does, so he's out. So then it's going to be 36 damage. We got to get rid of that tough. Do we have a Vibranium Arrow? No, but let's go search for one. Hey, ask and ye shall receive. All right, so then we will do our bow and our expert marksman to Vibranium Arrow. Deal him 6. Get rid of the tough. He's down to 30. Explosive Arrow is junk. Iron Fist is damage with a stun. That's okay. Sonic Arrow. So what's our best bet here? We attack for 3. Retaliates for 2. We ping him back for 1. We take 1, go to 8. Then we'll play Iron Fist. 4. We'll play Iron Fist. Iron Fist will attack him for 2, hit him for 1, and stun him, and then take 2 retaliate and be out. And then we just have an arrow. Nothing to play that with. So we've got Nick, who would take 2 retaliate, or Mockingbird. So I guess we'll just hit him with Mockingbird. She's out. He's down to 21. I'm not going to clear that with Nick. So we're good. We'll hold this explosive arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4. We did get a repurpose. That could be the way to go here. Get the damage. We've got arrows. All right, going for the kill. 1, 2. Hey, there's a Made of Rage. Get another one? Nope. All right, and we have an armor up if we want to flip to do that. He's stunned as well, huh? Crazy. All right. Yeah, there's really no reason to do that. So we're adding 4 to this. 4. Man, got a mess over here. All right. 4 goes to 8 out of 22. He will scheme for 3. If it defeats an ally, it does not. So this will go to 11. He's stunned here, so nothing there. That's going to be like a useless Nick Fury. Gang Up will surge into Unrelenting Savage. Hold on. I missed a heal, so we're just going to discard it now. 0. So he's going to scheme for 3, 4, 5, and then heal for 3, go to 24. Hey, that's at 16. If he schemes again, we could lose. Assault, he will attack. Nick Fury will block. 3 plus 0, heals for 2, 26. Ooh, that's going to be tougher to do. We're going to need another turn. And White Rabbit, when she attacks you, discard a card at random from your hand. That's just rude. All right, I don't think I have 26 damage, but let's see what we get from the quiver. we get a Vibranium Arrow, we got a better shot. I tried to call it that time. I didn't get it. Cable Arrow. So, I can attack for 3 and 5 is 8. I can play an Explosive Arrow is 11. I lost my Mockingbird, so it looks like I'm 11 here. Over here, I am just a Maid of Rage and maybe a couple punches. So 9 is 20, and 2 punches is 26. Hey, looks like we may have it. All right, so I will attack here for 3, bring him down to 23. Retaliates for 2. I will send 1 back to him. He's at 22. I take 1. I will repurpose. Ready, get rid of Energy Barrier. Am I playing another Energy Barrier? It's damage, right? So Professor X and a Cable Arrow will be an Energy Barrier. Attack him for 5. So he's down to 17. Take 2 retaliates. Put 1 back on him. He's at 16. That's 6. Then I will fire an Explosive Arrow and deal 3 to her and 3 to him. Take no damage. And I'm good because I can't fire this one. Coming over here, I will flip up, gain a tough status card. I will use Armor Up and Meditation with Titanium Muscles to play Shadowcat. Shadowcat will attack him for 2, 11, and then die to retaliate 2. Colossus will attack with a Maid of Rage for 9, take 2 retaliates. How does that work? Retaliate 2 would remove the tough status because it's single source. 9 brings him down to 2. I draw a card off of Iron Will. I will use Death Focus for a limitless stamina. Ready. And attack him for 3. Done. Got it in 2 turns. Wasn't sure I could get there. Yeah. I love Colossus because he can thwart like crazy with all this stuff, and then he can just turn on a dime and deal damage. Shuffling those in. Hawkeye gave us the status effects, and we didn't clear the Feral Rage, which is what we were saying we would do. So, there's that. Hey, Brian. I know. There's so many fun heroes in this game. Like it's just so funny to me. And now with so many, we can all take... Like, it sounds dumb because we obviously had to pay for them. So there's that element. But we can all take 5 heroes and say, I don't like these heroes. And it's fine, right? Like, money set aside. So if somebody's trying to buy stuff, I think that, can be part of it. Is for some people, they'll look at it and say, what should I spend money on? What shouldn't I? I tend to see a lot in the community like, avoid Galaxy's Most Wanted, at all costs for the campaign or whatever. But honestly, a lot of the individual fights are great. The heroes in the box are great. So I don't know that somebody's actually kind of like lost their money, I guess there's some of the kind of more like meme ones or whatever, like Spider-Ham and Deadpool, that you'd have to decide if that's something you'd enjoy playing. But honestly, you can play both those heroes without too much of adding the chaos. Like they built it in that you don't have to do all the little silly things. You can build around. So I think they've done a good job there. But super neat. Cool. All right. Well, that is Colossus Justice, which is one of my favorite decks in the game, honestly. And Hawkeye and Protection, which I thought getting those Muster Courages was really fun, although I only ended up playing 1. But I was trying to get tough status cards on Colossus was the idea. But really it ended up being the repurpose Energy Barrier show, as Protection has become, I think, a lot these days. I played the wrong card for Mockingbird there. So Cool. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining me. I hope you're having a great morning and a great week. Yeah, ally in, ally out with Retaliate 2. I mean, that's cool, right? Like, you were showing something that was tough, and it was like, at this point, I have so many cards that I can just deal the damage and survive through all that. It's kind of neat. I do think at the end of the day, kind of what Eric said, I think I tend to be somebody who like constructs the villain in my head and then I make the decks, and so I think I made the decks to defeat this villain versus to make this villain really hard. Steve would be the opposite, right? He says, okay, what are my decks doing? I'm going to make the villain stop what I'm doing. So a little bit different. But hey, this was an hour-long play, you know, so there was plenty to think about and do with the slow build. Love seeing some Hawkeye. I know people don't like how the quiver works, because you can have a much tougher time if you don't get it early. Yeah, and it's funny, I put that superpower training to go get it and to get Iron Will, and I ended up getting all those expert marksmen, but it end up being free resource on the table. So, thank you, Canadian Mustache. Thanks for the nice game. Have fun Christmas shopping. Yeah, we did that yesterday, so hopefully we're almost there. Oh, yay, Dylan. That's the comment I want to see. Fun game. If it was fun to be here, if it was fun to watch, entertaining, that's kind of the idea that I want to do. Versus other things. There's lots of great content creators that are doing a great job kind of like talking about the game and a lot of the interactions and things, but I like just playing for the fun of it. And honestly, I'm trying to get the camera and everything right again so I can actually maybe play some other games here. I think I'll switch out my map, but I might do some other games at some point here. So that should be really fun. I am, just so people know, tomorrow I'm on Nelson's channel, Nelson Oliver Cars. We're going to play Star Wars Unlimited. It is a CCG, so you may be out on that already, although I would encourage people, if you can, get to a pre-release and play that just in the pre-release. I think that event's really fun. You could honestly then probably sell off your cards and make some of your money back, if not all of your money back, and you could just have a fun time doing that. So I encourage people for that. But also, a lot of these games you can play without collecting every card. So, but come check us out. At least say hi if you can over on Nelson's channel tomorrow at 10 a.m. I will be there. In addition, just so people know, I don't have anything official. I'm going to get it going in January. But I am running a 2-day Age of Apocalypse event at the Portal, which is in Manchester, Connecticut. I'm really targeting it at people who can drive to that area, but certainly, if you want to travel further, I believe Eric is. I think Eric Firsted is going to get on a plane and come on up, so that'll be fun. But I'm planning that for April 5th and 6th, so it's kind of a release event. The release is Easter weekend, so I don't want to do it Easter weekend. Yeah, Brian, that would be awesome. So I didn't want to do Easter weekend, so we're going to do the weekend after. It's going to be a Friday and Saturday, so yeah, if you work on Fridays, you probably have to take a day off, or obviously if you're within driving distance, you could just come when you're done with work. But we're going to have the boxes available, I'm going to have some promos available, and a whole bunch of other things so people can come and play through that campaign together. We'll eat some food together, and then I'll try to come up with some challenges and things to do, and give away prizes and things throughout the weekend. So I will let people know more about that, which is me hosting that at the Portal. So I'll let you know. There will be a cost associated with it, but it'll be nominal. And it'll be a 2-day event. So 2 days of playing Marvel Champions and celebrating the Age of Apocalypse box, which releases the last weekend in March. From what I can see, if it changes, I may change the weekend of the event. But it looks like it's releasing there on like the 29th. And then the following week on the 5th and 6th, we're going to celebrate that and play over those days. So it should be really fun. So if you're in the area, local to Connecticut, and you want to drive on out, and I think local could extend out to 4 and 5 hours for a drive, Obviously, people come through New York City, you have to decide what works for you there in terms of timing. But just so you know, with the Portal, you can go up and around. You can take the Tappan Zee Bridge, or whatever, is it Fishkill Bridge? If you're in that kind of area on the Hudson River, you can go up and avoid New York City for the most part if you're coming around that way. And you can get to the Portal in Hartford just coming across 84. So works pretty well. Awesome. Well, thanks so much, everybody, for joining me. Will I do this again this week? Nope, because tomorrow I'm with Nelson, and Friday I have things that I have to do with my wife. So I will not be playing again this week. Will I do something at night? Maybe Thursday night. We'll have to see. But we're getting awful close to Christmas, so things are getting busy in terms of stuff I have to get done during the day, plus adding all that Christmas setup, wrap, purchase. We did most of our shopping yesterday, so I think we're in good shape. But we should be there. So thanks, everybody, for joining me. I do think Nelson is running a stream at 10 o'clock, so check that out if you can. I can't remember what he's playing today, but I think I saw he's playing like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week. So hop on over to his channel. I'll point you in that direction at 10. that's it for me. I'm the Brandt. This is Hawkeye. This is Colossus. This is Dead Sabretooth. Telepathy Sabretooth. It was fun playing with that mod. I enjoyed it. You could see taking those mods out of Sabretooth make him a lot easier. But anyway, until next time, I hope I'm the Brandt, and I hope you step into the portal. Thanks, everybody. Have a great Wednesday.